Blasphemous 2 review, my fair review. Blasphemous devs decided to release Blasphemous 2 in the middle of Starfield, Armored Core 6, Shadow Gambit, and Baldur's Gate 3. The game went under the radar and it's a very good Metroidvania, so let's rate it properly as it deserves. First section is the story. Blasphemous 2 has an even more confusing story than Blasphemous 1. The entire story is one huge riddle, full with weird things and, how should I put it, blasphemous things. Sick things. All I know is that you are there to prevent the curse known as the miracle. That's the story. Set the tortured soul free in the land of Custodia and stop the miracle. All we know from the Steam achievements is that the events in Blasphemous 2 happen 1000 years after Blasphemous 1, with exactly the same curse and the same plot. 6 out of 10 for the story. Next section will be game bugs and optimization. Perfect game, no bugs, no glitches, no crashes. Smooth experience. Mega fast loading screens as well. PC remained ice cold while playing. 10 out of 10 for game bugs and optimization. Next section will be game time. It took me around 15 hours to reach 95% total completion and I stopped playing. It was enough. For 100% you will need at least 5 more hours of full backtracking and whacking every single wall in the game to discover all secrets and get the second ending, or better to say the true ending. That's a lot of walls to smack and so little time in this life. Zero replay value, by the way. No new game plus at this moment. Perhaps later with the DLCs they're gonna add additional game mod. This game is 20 to 30% longer than Blasphemous 1. Fair price as well, but frankly Blasphemous 2 feels more like a DLC than a brand new game. 8 out of 10 for game time. Next section would be game difficulty. It's there. There are challenging parts in a game and there are a lot of easy ones too. I died around 15 times or so in 15 hours, so that's 1 death per hour. And I can say I'm a Metroidvania veteran. Difficulty really depends on the player here. It is a challenging game. 8 out of 10 for the game difficulty. Next section will be maps and graphics. Gorgeous game, it really is. Amazing pixel art. Great UI, clear, clean, minimap is done well. The game is just brilliant. It looks great. What bothers me the most is how exactly the same it looks as Blasphemous 1. Anyways, there's tons of unique areas to visit here, a lot of colors are covered. 9 out of 10 for maps and graphics. Next section, and the most important one, is gameplay. As I said, it feels like a huge DLC for Blasphemous 1. If someone gave me this game without knowing it's Blasphemous 2, I would say that I'm playing a DLC for Blasphemous 1. So what do you do in this game? It's a classic, old school, pixel art Metroidvania. Spanish Metroidvania. You advance, unlock skills, spells, upgrades, double jump, dash, discover secrets, backtrack a lot, resolve weird quests, fight monstrosities and bosses while chilling to Spanish music in baroque style environment. For a Metroidvania, it is what it is, a very good one, but alas, zero innovation. 9 out of 10 for the gameplay. Next section is leveling and itemization. For a short Metroidvania, there's a lot of things to level up and upgrade in this one. You got 3 weapons with their own skill trees: flail, sword, and dual-wield rapiers. Tons of skills to unlock for weapons as well, and on top of it all, you switch weapons on a go to resolve puzzles and platforming obstacles. You will also find unique key items along the way to raise your maximum HP and mana, or how they call it in Blasphemous 2, further. That's not it, of course. There are statues to carry on your back as mementos that will give you different passivs, such as increased crit chance, resist fire, etc. And there's also rosary beads. They're back from Blasphemous 1, where you attach small trinkets to boost your stats even further. And that's not it, there's more. There are also prayers, short prayers and long prayers. Spells basically that you can cast to evaporate enemies. Items you'll find along the way are mostly quest items, keys, weird notes, uniques for NPCs, quests, etc. Crazy amount of things to do in such a short game. They did this part well without breaking the overall balance of the game, which is achievement on its own. All this game needs now is a harder New Game Plus mod and it's GG. 9 out of 10 for leveling and itemization. Next section is NPCs and enemies. Tons of NPCs in this game, all of them with their own personal quests. There are 10 bosses in total in the game, all unique in design with multiple phases. Very good enemy variety, with most of the enemies repeating from Blasphemous 1. All in all, I can say it's slightly better than Blasphemous 1 here. 9 out of 10 for NPCs and enemies. Last section is music and sound. Amazing music, Spanish vibes, relaxing melodies. Game is also fully voice acted, and voice acting is actually very good for a small indie game. Sound effects are very solid as well. Music and voice acting really raise this game to next level and enhance the atmosphere even further. 10 out of 10 for music and sound. Final verdict. We got 78 points in 9 sections, and that would be 8.6 out of 10 for Blasphemous 2. Probably the best Metroidvania in 2023 and good contender for top 10 Metroidvanias ever created. I would say how it's exactly the same as Blasphemous 1 and you should play these games together. Combined, they easily offer over 30 hours of old school Metroidvania fun. Blasphemous 2 is worth playing and it's worth buying. It just came out in a very competitive and busy month, and that's a huge downside. Other than that, it's a very good game. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.